Today we delve into the enigma of big cat sightings in the UK. And before we part ways, do remember to like and subscribe. Thank you to all you lovely people who have already subscribed. It really helps. The mystery of the big black cats. In the quiet corners of Wales, whispers of mysterious creatures have long haunted the countryside. In the year 2024, these whispers turned into chilling encounters that left witnesses in awe and fear. But these sightings were not just modern anomalies, they echoed ancient tales passed down through generations. South Wales, Gareth Evans encounter. My name is Gareth Evans, and I'm a 45-year-old window cleaner from a small village near the Brecon Beacons. One early morning in 2024, as I was preparing my equipment for the day's work, I saw something that made my blood run cold. The sun had just begun to rise, casting long shadows across the fields. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a movement. Turning to look, I was stunned to see a massive black cat, much larger than any domestic feline, prowling near my neighbour's sheep. The creature had a long, sleek tail and a muscular build, moving with a grace and power that took my breath away. I stood frozen, watching as the cat moved through the tall grass, its eyes glinting in the early morning light. For a moment our gazes locked, and I felt a chill run down my spine. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, the cat disappeared into the woods, leaving me to wonder if I had imagined the whole thing. Shaken, I reported the sighting to local authorities, who conducted a search but found no conclusive evidence. The incident reminded me of the old Welsh legend of the Beast of Brecon, a phantom wildcat said to roam the moorlands, preying on livestock and evading capture. Mid Wales, Carys Morgan's encounter. I'm Carys Morgan, a 38-year-old cleaner from a small town near the Cambrian mountains. One crisp, clear day in 2024, I was taking a walk through the hills on my day off when I had an encounter that left me shaken. The landscape was breathtaking, with rolling green hills and the distant peaks of the mountains. As I made my way along a narrow trail, I noticed a shadow moving stealthily through the underbrush. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light, but then it moved again. My heart pounding, I quickly grabbed my phone and managed to capture a video of the creature. The footage showed a sleek, black feline with powerful movements resembling a panther. I shared the video with wildlife experts who were intrigued and believed it could indeed be a large feline. The sighting sparked interest among local hikers and wildlife enthusiasts, many of whom began to report their own encounters with mysterious creatures in the Cambrian mountains. These sightings brought to mind the ancient Welsh legend of the Cath Sith, a fairy creature said to resemble a large black cat with a white spot on its chest, believed to haunt the mountains and bring misfortune to those who encounter it. South Wales, the Davies family's encounter. We are the Davies family, and we were enjoying a camping trip in the Brecon Beacons National Park when we had a close encounter with the unknown. It was a warm summer evening in 2024, and we had set up our tent in a secluded spot near a forest. As dusk settled, we gathered around the campfire, roasting marshmallows and sharing stories. Suddenly we heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. Turning to look, we were stunned to see a big black cat, about the size of a Labrador retriever, emerging from the shadows. The cat had a shiny black coat that glistened in the firelight, and it moved with a quiet, predatory grace. We watched in amazement as the cat approached our campsite, sniffing around our belongings. It seemed curious but not aggressive, its eyes reflecting the flickering flames. After a few tense moments, the cat vanished into the forest, leaving us to wonder if we had just imagined the whole thing. We reported the sighting to park rangers, who advised other campers to be cautious and report any further sightings. The incident reminded us of the Welsh legend of the Cath Palog, a monstrous cat said to dwell in the mountains and forests, feared for its size and ferocity. Mid Wales, Rhys Jenkins's encounter. My name is Rhys Jenkins, and I'm a 52-year-old janitor from a small village near the Elan Valley. In late 2024, I set up trail cameras in a remote woodland area, hoping to capture images of local wildlife. It was a hobby I had enjoyed for years, and I loved the thrill of discovering new creatures through my cameras. One evening, as I reviewed the footage from my latest expedition, I was stunned to see several images of a large black cat moving through the woods. The photos showed the cat's distinctive shape and size, suggesting it was not a native species. The creature had a sleek, muscular build and moved with a predatory grace that sent chills down my spine. Excited by my discovery, I shared the images with local wildlife experts who began investigating the possibility of big cats living in the area. The photos sparked a flurry of interest and speculation, with many people wondering if there could be a population of these mysterious creatures living in Wales. The sightings brought to mind the old Welsh tales of the black shuck, a ghostly black dog or cat said to roam the countryside, bringing bad luck to those who see it. These sightings reignited discussions about the presence of big cats in Wales. Some believe these animals could be descendants of exotic pets released into the wild, while others think they might be native species that have adapted to their environment. The mystery continues to captivate and terrify those who encounter these elusive creatures. As the stories spread, more and more people began to report their own sightings of big black cats. The countryside, once a place of peace and tranquility, now seemed filled with hidden dangers and unknown creatures. The mystery of the big black cats remains unsolved, leaving those who have encountered them with a sense of awe and a lingering fear of what might be lurking in the shadows. Britain, a land steeped in history and folklore, holds a captivating secret within its rolling hills and ancient woodlands: the persistent mystery of big black cat sightings. These elusive creatures, often described as phantoms of the night, have captivated the public imagination for decades. Whispers of their existence echo through local pubs and village gatherings, fueled by chilling encounters and tantalizing glimpses of creatures that shouldn't exist. The allure of these sightings lies in the unknown. Could these be escaped exotic pets, remnants of a bygone era, or something entirely more extraordinary? The possibility, however remote, that large predators stalk the British countryside ignites a primal fear and fascination within us. It's a stark reminder that even in our modern world, mysteries still linger in the shadows. This essay delves into the heart of this enigma, exploring some of the most compelling big black cat sightings across the UK. We'll examine eyewitness accounts, analyse the evidence, and confront the skepticism surrounding these mysterious creatures. Join us as we journey into the heart of the British wilderness, seeking to unravel the truth behind the legend of the big black cats. Perhaps the most infamous of all British big cat sightings is the legend of the beast of Bodmin Moor. This tale has captured the imagination of locals and visitors alike for decades, becoming a staple of Cornish folklore. This elusive creature is said to roam the rugged and desolate landscape of Bodmin Moor in Cornwall, a place known for its wild beauty and untamed nature. The moor's vast expanse, with its low-lying vegetation and rocky outcrops, provides the perfect backdrop for such a mysterious beast. Leaving a trail of fear and speculation in its wake, the beast of Bodmin Moor has become synonymous with the eerie atmosphere that pervades this wild landscape. The shadows cast by the setting sun only add to the sense of unease that many feel when traversing the moor. Sightings of the beast date back to the 1970s, a time when the rural communities of Cornwall were already steeped in tales of the supernatural. These early reports set the stage for what would become one of the most enduring legends of the region. Witnesses have consistently described a large, black, panther-like creature with piercing eyes that seem to glow in the dark. These descriptions have remained remarkably consistent over the years, lending a sense of credibility to the accounts. Farmers reported livestock being found dead with unusual injuries, often with deep gashes and bite marks that did not match any known local predators. These mysterious deaths have fueled speculation and fear among the farming community. Their carcasses were often found drained of blood, a detail that has led some to speculate about the beast's true nature. Could it be a creature not of this world, or simply a misunderstood predator? Fear gripped the local community as whispers of the beast spread like wildfire. Stories of late-night encounters and eerie howls in the distance became common, adding to the sense of dread that hung over the moor. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence emerged in 1995, when a young boy claimed to have stumbled upon a large cat skull while playing near the moor. This discovery reignited interest in the legend and brought new attention to the area. The skull, which was later confiscated by the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Food, was initially believed to belong to a leopard. This finding seemed to confirm the existence of a large exotic predator on the moor. However, the official investigation concluded that the skull was a hoax, planted on the moor as a prank. This revelation did little to quell the rumours and speculation, as many believed the government was hiding the truth. Despite the official dismissal, sightings of the beast of Bodmin Moor persist to this day. Each new report adds another layer to the mystery, keeping the legend alive in the hearts and minds of those who hear it. Some believe that the government is covering up the truth, perhaps to prevent panic or to protect the creature itself. Conspiracy theories abound, with some suggesting that the beast is part of a secret experiment gone wrong, while others maintain that the creature is nothing more than a figment of our collective imagination, a product of folklore and the human tendency to create monsters in the unknown. These differing beliefs only add to the intrigue surrounding the beast. Whatever the truth may be, the legend of the beast of Bodmin Moor continues to captivate and intrigue. It has become a part of the cultural fabric of Cornwall, a story passed down through generations. Ensuring that this corner of England remains shrouded in mystery, the beast of Bodmin Moor stands as a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring allure of the unknown. The foggy landscape of Bodmin Moor will forever be linked with this enigmatic creature, drawing curious souls to its rugged terrain in search of answers. Venturing east across the country, we encounter another hotbed of big cat activity, East Anglia, home to the elusive fen tiger. This region, known for its serene and picturesque landscapes, hides a mystery that has intrigued locals and visitors alike for decades. This phantom feline is said to prowl the vast, flat expanse of the fens, a region of reclaimed marshland stretching across Cambridgeshire, Lincolnshire and Norfolk. The fens, with their unique ecosystem and sprawling waterways, provide an ideal, albeit eerie, backdrop for such a mysterious creature. Sightings of the fen tiger typically describe a large, muscular cat, often black or dark brown, with a long, thick tail. These descriptions paint a picture of a formidable predator, one that could easily blend into the shadows of the marshland. Farmers have reported livestock disappearances and unexplained attacks, fueling speculation that the fen tiger is responsible. These incidents have not only caused financial losses, but have also instilled a sense of fear and curiosity among the farming communities. One of the most intriguing aspects of the fen tiger legend is the sheer number of sightings reported over the years. These accounts span decades, with each new sighting adding to the rich tapestry of local folklore. From police officers to birdwatchers, a diverse range of individuals claim to have encountered this mysterious creature. Their stories, though varied, often share striking similarities, lending credence to the existence of the fen tiger. Some sightings even describe the fen tiger swimming across waterways, a testament to its alleged size and strength. This ability to navigate both land and water makes the fen tiger an even more formidable and elusive presence in the fens. Despite the numerous sightings and local folklore surrounding the fen tiger, concrete evidence of its existence remains elusive. The marshlands, often shrouded in mist and mystery, seem to guard their secrets well. Skeptics argue that the creature is nothing more than a misidentified domestic cat, a large dog, or even a hoax. They point to the lack of physical evidence and the possibility of overactive imaginations as explanations for the sightings. However, the sheer volume of reports, coupled with the consistency of witness descriptions, suggests that there may be more to the fen tiger than meets the eye. The legend of the fen tiger continues to captivate and mystify, leaving us to wonder if this phantom feline is indeed prowling the marshlands of East Anglia, waiting to be discovered. From the flatlands of East Anglia, we journey north to the rugged beauty of the Lake District National Park, home to another legendary big cat, the Beast of Cumbria. This elusive feline is said to lurk in the shadows of the region's majestic mountains and serene lakes, preying on sheep and striking fear into the hearts of local residents. The Lake District, known for its tranquil beauty and idyllic landscapes, hides a darker, more mysterious side. Sightings of the Beast of Cumbria typically describe a large black cat, similar in appearance to a panther or puma. These descriptions often come from startled hikers, farmers, and even tourists who have ventured into the more remote areas of the park. Farmers have reported finding sheep carcasses with injuries consistent with a large cat attack, their throats often crushed or their spines broken. These gruesome discoveries have only fueled the legend, making the Beast of Cumbria a topic of heated debate and speculation. The frequency and brutality of these attacks have led some to believe that the Beast of Cumbria possesses a level of aggression not typically seen in native British wildlife. This has raised questions about the origins of such a creature, and whether it could be an exotic pet that was released or escaped into the wild. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence emerged in 2010, when a group of tourists claimed to have filmed a large black cat crossing a road near Lake Windermere. This sighting, among others, has drawn significant attention from both amateur and professional cryptozoologists. The footage, which was widely circulated online, shows a creature moving with a distinctive feline grace and agility. Experts have analysed the video, debating whether it shows a genuine big cat or a case of mistaken identity. While the quality of the footage is not conclusive, it has sparked numerous discussions and investigations. Some argue that the poor quality of the footage makes it difficult to definitively identify, and the occasional tantalizing piece of footage suggests that there may be more to this legend than meets the eye. The mystery of the Beast of Cumbria endures, a shadowy presence in the heart of the Lake District, waiting to be discovered or debunked. England, a land of rolling hills, ancient forests, and big cats. Across the British Isles, whispers travel on the wind, tales of large, phantom-like felines stalking the shadows. These aren't your typical house cats. These are creatures of immense size and power, their presence both alluring and terrifying. For decades, reports have surfaced, painting a picture of an elusive predator lurking within our midst. Could these be escaped leopards, relics of a bygone era when exotic pets roamed free? Or perhaps something else entirely? A hidden native species we are only beginning to understand. Join me now as we delve into the heart of this enigma, exploring the encounters that have left an indelible mark on the British psyche. Imagine a creature of pure stealth and power, a muscular black-coated feline dwarfing any domestic cat, its eyes burning bright in the darkness. This is the image conjured by countless eyewitness accounts of the British big cat. While descriptions vary, certain characteristics remain consistent. A panther-like build, predominantly black fur, and a size that can be truly intimidating. These elusive felines are often linked to areas of dense woodland and moorland, places where they can easily disappear into the undergrowth. The wilds of Devon, Cornwall and Scotland are considered hotspots, with sightings frequently reported in these regions. The terrain, a patchwork of forests, farmland and rugged coastline, provides ample cover and prey for a large predator. Some speculate they are descended from pumas or leopards released into the wild when private ownership was outlawed in the 1970s. Others believe they are the offspring of animals that escaped from zoos or private collections. Whatever their origins, their presence is undeniable.
I often ventured deep into the heart of Dartmoor National Park. I relished the solitude, the rugged beauty of the moors filling me with a sense of peace. One crisp autumn afternoon, as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the heather, I encountered something that would forever shatter my tranquility. Rounding a bend on a secluded trail, I froze. There, no more than 20 yards away, stood a large black cat. Its coat shimmered in the fading light, muscles coiled beneath its sleek frame. It turned its head, and for a heart-stopping moment our eyes met. My breath caught in my throat. The cat held my gaze for what felt like an eternity before, with a flick of its tail, it melted back into the undergrowth.
As a gamekeeper on a sprawling country estate, I considered myself a man of the land, unflinching in the face of nature's harsher elements. I dealt with poachers, weathered storms, and navigated treacherous terrain, all with a quiet confidence. But nothing could prepare me for the encounter that awaited me one moonless night. I was making my rounds, checking snares, when a guttural growl cut through the stillness. Freezing, I shone my torch in the direction of the sound. 2 points of emerald fire blazed back at me from the edge of the tree line. The creature moved then, a sinuous black shadow slipping out from the trees and into the open. I stood transfixed, my blood turning to ice as the cat approached.
Section 5, Sean's brush with the beast.
Sean, a farmer in the rolling hills of Devon, had always been skeptical of the big cat stories. He'd lived and worked on the land his entire life, seen his fair share of wildlife, but never anything remotely resembling a panther. That is, until one fateful evening as he tended to his sheep.
Hearing a commotion in the lower pasture, he grabbed his torch and rushed out, fearing a fox might be amongst his flock. What he saw instead made his blood run cold. A large black cat, far bigger than any dog he'd ever seen, was crouched over one of his ewes. The creature's muscular frame rippled with power as it tore at the sheep's flesh. Section 6, Eric's Midnight Terror.
Eric, a truck driver, often found himself on deserted country roads late at night. He relished the peace of the open road, the solitude a welcome break from the hustle and bustle of daily life. One particularly dark night, however, his solitude was shattered in a way he could never have imagined.
He was driving along a quiet stretch of road bordering a dense forest when he saw something out of the corner of his eye. Pulling over to investigate, his headlights illuminated a chilling sight. There, in the middle of the road, lay a large black cat. It appeared to be injured, its breathing shallow.
Eric, an animal lover at heart, cautiously approached, intending to assess the creature's injuries. As he got closer, the cat stirred, its eyes snapping open.
The Silence of Dawn. Claire's story. I was a wildlife photographer, known for my adventurous spirit, and I had come to the Scottish Highlands seeking the elusive Scottish wildcat. I spent weeks trekking through remote glens and forests, my camera my constant companion. Determined to capture images that would cement my legacy, I ventured further and further into the wilderness.
One evening, as dusk settled over the rugged landscape, Claire stumbled upon a set of paw prints unlike anything she'd encountered before. Large, round, and lacking any claw marks, they hinted at a creature of considerable size and power. Intrigued, and perhaps a little foolishly, she decided to follow the tracks.
The trail led me deeper into the forest, the light fading with each step. The air grew still, the only sound the beating of my own heart. As darkness enveloped the forest, I began to feel a sense of unease, a primal instinct warning me to turn back. But the lure of the unknown, the chance to document a creature of legend, proved too strong to resist.
These stories, though fictionalized, echo the experiences recounted by countless individuals who claim to have encountered the British big cat. Some dismiss these accounts as hoaxes or misidentifications, attributing sightings to domestic cats, dogs, or even escaped farm animals. But for those who have come face to face with these creatures, there is no mistaking the sheer size, power, and otherworldly presence they exude. Are they figments of our imagination, phantoms conjured from folklore and fear? Or are they something more, a testament to the wildness that still lingers at the edges of our increasingly urbanized world. The debate rages on, dividing communities and sparking heated discussions among scientists, skeptics, and believers alike. Others argue that the very nature of these creatures, their elusiveness and ability to disappear into the landscape, makes finding definitive proof nearly impossible. The truth, as is often the case with such mysteries, likely lies somewhere in between. While some sightings may indeed be attributed to misidentification or overactive imaginations, others defy easy explanation. The sheer volume of reports, spanning decades and originating from all corners of the British Isles, suggests that something is afoot in our woods and fields. Whether these creatures are escaped pets, descendants of a long-forgotten native species, or something else entirely, their presence ignites a primal fear in us. They represent the untamed, the unknown, a stark reminder that we are not the sole masters of this planet. They force us to confront our vulnerability, to acknowledge that there are still forces in nature that lie beyond our understanding and control. The fear they evoke is not entirely unfounded. The mystery of the British big cat is unlikely to be solved anytime soon. Perhaps that's part of what makes them so captivating. They exist in the realm of the unknown, a tantalizing blend of folklore, speculation, and the undeniable possibility that something extraordinary lurks just beyond our sight. So the next time you find yourself walking through a moonlit forest or traversing a mist-shrouded moor, listen carefully. You might just hear the rustle of leaves, the snap of a twig, or the echo of a guttural growl, reminding you that the wild is never truly tamed, and that some mysteries are best left unsolved.
Fast forward to
Dandy Farm. Back in 2003. I lived in Smardale. This is in Kirby Stephen. Near Smardale Hall in Cumbria, I was walking my sheepdog when I saw a fairly large black cat, bigger than a Labrador. It was running along the fencing line of a field at the side of a disused railway. I also saw it again down one of the remote back roads coming out of one field across the road into the hedgerow on the other side of the road. It was not huge but bigger than a Labrador and longer. I told a few people at the time, but no one was really interested apart from one other person who had also said they had seen a similar black cat, sighted it in the same area of Cumbria. This cat was lean and tall with raised shoulders or withers, head lower when walking, long tail and long body. It was dusk but definitely a big black cat.
fast forward to
The last week, 5 witnesses have claimed to have seen a large black cat in the Prestatyn and Dysarth area. In the first encounter, 4 hikers said they encountered a large black creature that stared at them before disappearing into the gorse near Dysarth. Then, a dog walker said he saw a large cat-like creature hunting rabbits and birds on the beach at Frith near Prestatyn. Both sightings were reported to Puma Watch North Wales, a group set up to document and investigate such encounters in the region. They have received reports from Snowdonia, Flintshire, Wrexham, Chester and Ellesmere Port, and all along the North Wales coast. Now, more people have come forward claiming to have seen a creature resembling a black puma or panther. Tony Jones, founder of Puma Watch, said, "Since we shared those encounters, we've had 3 further reports from local residents." A member of the public who asked to remain anonymous got in touch this morning to report a black panther they'd encountered on Prestatyn's Barkby Bridge around 3 weeks ago. The location is around a mile from yesterday's Frith Beach sighting and adjacent to the town's Pontins holiday camp. This sighting took place at 6:30 a.m. on Monday, March 14th. They told Puma Watch, "I was out on an early morning walk crossing Barkby Bridge when I startled a large black cat with glaring yellow eyes. It was startled and turned around and ran along rail tracks." Tony added, "Back in May, police were called after a huge jet black cat was spotted lurking in the bushes near Prestatyn train station, only around 500 meters down the line from this sighting." Another witness described seeing a mystery creature near Melodon. Tony said another person got in touch last night to share his encounter with a black panther in fields off Altwye Greg, Melodon, near Dyserth Castle. It took place early one evening in July, around 4 years ago. He added that this sighting took place at pretty much the exact same location as paw prints were found in January 2021. The witness told Puma Watch, "It was on the west side of Altwye Greg. It covered a distance of 50 mtrs in approximately 6 long lunges. It was jet black. Its tail was very long. It disappeared into gorse. I was with my wife but she didn't see it." Finally, a woman got in touch with Puma Watch to describe suspicious remains she had seen near Dyserth. The report said, regarding the sighting in Dyserth on Monday, "I was walking on the mountain above Dyserth on Combe Mountain and came across a large amount of sheep's wool in the field. It looked like the remains of a lamb." Latest big cat encounters. The latest reports have been added to Puma Watch's interactive map. Tony said, "Just a few miles further inland from Dyserth, big cats have previously been spotted at Rualt Hill and in St Asaph. And in September 2021, an animal matching the same description as those above was spotted on the golf course adjacent to the beach in Rhyl. The location was only around 800 meters from the Frith Beach sighting reported yesterday, which is just a few minutes walk along the beach." Big cats such as pumas are solitary with a hunting range of dozens of miles. They are mostly spotted in Snowdonia and the Coegistence Hills, but reports of sightings in urban locations some distance from these areas are becoming more frequent. A legendary big cat which has been spotted countless times has now been captured on video in one of the most convincing sightings yet. An expert has claimed that the rise in big cat sightings across the countryside here in Britain is down to the animals becoming bolder after lockdown. Expert Frank Tunbridge, who has studied big cats for years, compared the way these animals were roaming the country to the way foxes scavenge for food. The 74-year-old has reportedly received a plethora of emails and calls telling of big cat sightings, many of which have taken place across the West Country. Read more. And areas of Devon and Cornwall are prime examples. In 2021, a man came face to face with a caracal on Dartmoor in Devon. The 36-year-old said he saw a sand-coloured big cat with black stripes and black-tipped ears on a short trip away in Devon. Caracals, which are native to Africa, Asia, and areas of Pakistan, are described as being a smaller member of the big cat family. Have you ever spotted a big cat?
Eyewitness. 'Cause 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 'c
A boy was left shook up after being chased by a big cat during a bike ride with his dad in Doncaster. By Darren Burke. Monday, the 23rd of May 2022, 7 a.m. Updated Monday, the 23rd of May 2022, 7:03 a.m. 11-year-old Harrier Bonnie was cycling in woods with Dad Martin when a large mystery animal began giving chase to the youngster. The pair escaped unscathed from the incident, which appears to be the latest in a long line of big cat sightings in Doncaster in recent years. Sign up to our daily newsletter. This site is protected by RCAPTCHA and the Google Privacy Notice and Terms of Service apply. The father and son were biking through Black Car Plantation on Warning Tongue Lane near to Cantley and Branton on Wednesday evening when they were approached by the animal at around 7:30 p.m. Has there been another big cat sighting in Doncaster? Said Martin. We were riding on the trails that circumnavigate the woods. My son was riding about 30 yards in front of me. As we rounded a corner, I saw out of the corner of my eye a large black animal sprinting out from the cover of the woods, heading directly for my son, running diagonally to head him off. My first thought was of a large black dog, as I wasn't geared up for expecting anything else. The woods are popular with dog walkers, so I quickly looked to my left to see if I could identify the owners of the dog. I was a bit concerned at the animal's intentions at this stage, but when I looked back to see if it was close to my son, the animal had disappeared. As I collected my thoughts, a few things struck me. Firstly, on reflection, it looked like a very large cat and not a dog. There were no owners or other people in sight or earshot. The animal also had to traverse a short section of bracken and undergrowth to get to my son, so the only conclusion I could draw was that it saw me coming, aborted its attack and was laying up in the bracken. Pet dogs simply don't do that. The cover was not that dense, so it must have been hiding well. My son at this stage knew nothing, saw nothing or heard nothing, so I told him to stop, have a rest and a drink, while I had a little look around in the undergrowth. Read more. Big cat emerges from hedge and prowls outside Yorkshire McDonald's in footage. Admittedly, I didn't want to get too close, as a cornered cat would likely attack. So I encouraged my son to get back on his bike and ride away from the scene. I only told him later when we were out of the woods so not to cause alarm, but he was quite shook up when I told him. I didn't get any pictures as it happened really fast, and my son's safety was my first concern. Obviously my son had no idea, so he wasn't scared at the time, but I was quite alarmed. When I got in, I did a quick search in Google and was really surprised to find out that this area is actually a hotbed for big black cat sightings, with one being spotted less than a mile away from our sighting last year. There have been a string of big cat sightings in Doncaster in recent years. In August last year, a female dog walker reported seeing a beast prowling in fields near Thorn. Another reported seeing a big black cat while driving off the M18 onto the M180 near to Thorn Golf Course. Earlier last year, footage emerged of a mystery animal in fields near Armthorpe. The clip showed a large, black animal stealthily moving through fields on the outskirts of the village in February. In 2019, Mum Jessica Clark spotted a huge 5-foot black cat in fields near to the town's Keep Moat Stadium. When I realized what I'd seen, I just started panicking. It was massive and very muscular and definitely a big cat. It was quite frightening to see something like that up close, she said. In January 2017, Alan Tomlinson said he had seen a panther near to Junction 1 of the M180, close to Doncaster services. He said, "I've been doing this job for 8 years, and have been driving since 1982, and I've seen foxes and things like that, but I've never seen anything like that before. It was much, much bigger than any animal I've ever driven past. I only saw the back of it, but I knew it was a puma or a panther when I saw the size of its tail, which was curled right round. That's how I knew it was a panther." Meanwhile, later the same year, trucker Graham Byram said he saw a trio of highways workers struggling to lift a huge dead animal into the back of a truck on the A1 near Harworth. Stories of big cats go back to the 1960s and 70s, when it was legal to keep exotic animals as pets. But in 1976 the government introduced the Dangerous Wild Animals Act, and while many owners gave their pets to zoos, rumors started that some people released their animals into the wild where their offspring still roam to this day.
Of accounts, coupled with compelling photographic and video evidence, paints a different picture, one that is hard to ignore. These big cats are here, and understanding their behavior is crucial for both our safety and their continued survival. Conservation efforts and studies are now more important than ever to ensure a harmonious coexistence. The black leopard, a melanistic variant of the common leopard, is a creature of stealth and shadows. Its dark coat provides perfect camouflage in the dense woodlands it calls home. Primarily nocturnal, the black leopard is a master of ambush. It stalks its prey silently, its every movement calculated and precise. Its powerful legs allow for bursts of speed, bringing down prey with terrifying efficiency. Farmers have reported livestock losses, with the carcasses bearing the unmistakable hallmarks of a big cat kill. Deep puncture wounds, consistent with powerful canine teeth, and the method of the kill itself point towards these elusive predators. While attacks on humans are extremely rare, it is crucial to acknowledge the potential danger these animals pose. The puma, also known as the cougar or mountain lion, is another big cat that has found a foothold in the British Isles. These majestic creatures, often shrouded in mystery, have adapted remarkably well to their new environment. Slightly smaller than the leopard, the puma is no less formidable a predator. With its keen senses and powerful build, it is a master of stealth and surprise. Its tawny coat blends seamlessly with the grasslands and moorlands it inhabits. This natural camouflage allows it to remain virtually invisible to both prey and potential threats. The puma is an opportunistic hunter, preying on a variety of animals, from rabbits and hares to larger prey like deer. Its agility is remarkable, enabling it to swiftly close in on its target with precision and power. Pumas are known for their incredible leaping ability, capable of jumping over 20 feet horizontally. This impressive skill allows them to navigate their rugged terrain with ease and grace. This, combined with their lightning-fast reflexes, makes them a force to be reckoned with. Their speed and agility are unmatched, making them one of the most efficient predators in the wild. They are also adept climbers, scaling trees with ease to escape danger or survey their surroundings. This ability to climb provides them with a strategic advantage, whether in hunting or evading threats. Their adaptability allows them to thrive in a variety of habitats, making the British countryside a suitable home. From dense forests to open moorlands, the puma's versatility ensures its survival and success in these diverse environments. Section 5. Close Encounters. Tales from the British Countryside. Across the UK, stories circulate of close encounters with big cats. These tales, often shared in hushed tones around campfires or in local pubs, have become a part of the folklore of rural Britain. A hiker in the Scottish Highlands described a large black feline crossing his path, its eyes glowing eerily in the fading light. The encounter left him both awestruck and unnerved, a moment he would never forget. In the Lake District, a farmer found his sheepdog cowering in the barn. A large, tawny cat, slinking away into the night. The farmer, initially skeptical of such stories, became a believer after witnessing the creature himself. These accounts, while anecdotal, add weight to the growing body of evidence, suggesting that big cats are not just passing through. Experts have begun to take these reports seriously, analysing footprints, fur samples, and even droppings to piece together the puzzle. They are establishing themselves, carving out territories and raising young. Sightings of mother cats with cubs indicate that these animals are not just transient visitors, but are becoming a more permanent fixture in the British landscape. These stories serve as a reminder of the wildness that still exists within these islands. Despite the modern world encroaching on natural habitats, these big cats have found a way to adapt and thrive. They are also a call for greater understanding and respect for these creatures that have, for better or worse, become part of our ecosystem. Conservation efforts are now focusing on how to coexist with these majestic animals, ensuring that both humans and big cats can share the countryside in harmony. Section 6. Safety First. Coexisting with big cats. Living alongside large predators requires a degree of caution. Dog walkers in particular should be vigilant. Keep dogs on leads, especially in areas known for big cat activity. A curious dog might be tempted to investigate, leading to a potentially dangerous confrontation. Avoid walking alone at dawn and dusk, and always be aware of your surroundings. If you encounter a big cat, do not approach it. Stand your ground, make yourself appear larger by raising your arms and make noise. Most importantly, do not run. Running will trigger their predatory instincts. Section 7. Protecting ourselves and the animals. The presence of big cats in Britain raises complex issues. While the risk to public safety is minimal, it is important to acknowledge the potential dangers. Educating the public, especially those living in rural areas, is paramount. Clear guidelines on how to behave in the event of an encounter are essential. However, it is equally important to protect these animals. They are not monsters, but creatures simply trying to survive. Section 8. The future of big cats in Britain. The presence of black leopards and pumas in Britain is a testament to the adaptability of nature. These animals have carved a niche for themselves in an unexpected landscape. Their future, however, remains uncertain. Habitat loss, persecution and human encroachment all pose threats to their survival. It is up to us to decide how we will coexist with these magnificent creatures. Will we choose fear and eradication? Or will we embrace a future where humans and big cats can share the British countryside? The answer lies in our understanding and respect for the natural world. Section 9. A shared responsibility. The presence of big cats in Britain presents a unique challenge. It requires a balanced approach, one that acknowledges the concerns of local communities while ensuring the welfare of these animals. Open dialogue between wildlife experts, local authorities and the public is crucial. Misinformation and fear must be countered with facts and responsible reporting. We must remember that these animals are not here by choice. They are here because of our actions, whether intentional or unintentional. Therefore, it is our responsibility to find a way to coexist peacefully. Section 10. Respecting the wild. The big cats of Britain serve as a powerful reminder of the wildness that still exists within these islands. They are a symbol of the untamed, a testament to the resilience of nature. While their presence may spark fear in some, it also inspires awe and wonder. By learning to respect these creatures, by understanding their behavior and appreciating their role in the ecosystem, we take a step towards a more harmonious coexistence. The future of these big cats, and indeed the future of our relationship with the natural world, depends on our willingness to share this land with creatures both familiar and extraordinary. Let us choose wisely. Let us choose respect. Let us choose to coexist.